Hello! Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'll be showing you how to create printables for your planners out of scans from scrapbook embellishments or your own art and the software Pages on a Mac. If you're using Windows, you can use Publisher. Here you'll see that the first thing you need to do is change the page layout to whichever size you need. I need A5 and borderless is the way to go, so change the page layout to A5 borderless. Then I will begin by opening up some of the scans I have, some scrapbooking paper. I'm going to pick one that I like best after, there's nothing in that folder. Yes. So just open up the image that you like. Now these are extremely high resolution, 600 dpi images. The better the resolution, the higher the resolution, the better. You just copy from the Finder and paste directly into your document. And make sure that you change the text wrap to none. That'll ensure that no matter where you set your image on the page, it'll stay there. Because if the text wrap is set to anything else, the image will try to keep itself on the page. Now, I'll line it up and get the background where you'd like it to be. Let's see here. Alright. Now, I'm going to add some, I'm going to make like a brain dump vision board. So I'm going to add some embellishments from one of my scrapbook pads to jot notes and list things and stuff on. So let's open these two up. Well, first, why don't we start with this flag? So select the flag as close to the edges as possible, copy, and paste. Now, this is incredibly important. You're going to use Instant Alpha to remove the white background from the image to make it transparent, so that when you place your image over this background, the flag portion does not interfere with it. See how there's the roses are showing through? It's just like a real flag. Instant Alpha will remove the background, make it transparent, so that you don't have to go in and do that yourself, which saves considerable amount of time. For these simple square ones, all you gotta do is select, copy, paste, resize it, and I'm actually not too happy with the way that the edges look, so I'm gonna mask the edges a little bit to hide some dark spots. Make it a little smaller and put it up in the corner right here. Now you can also change certain parts of the image if you'd like. Here I'm trying to, I also don't really like, sometimes the scanner changes the colors of things a little bit, which doesn't really bother me, but I don't like the way that these pinks are looking together, so I'm going to try to make this darker by adjusting the values of this various attributes of this picture, changing the temperature, making it a little bit less on the red side and more on the purpley side, less peach, more violet. That should do it. Leave the tint in the middle. Yeah, that's not what I want. Oh well, there we go. A little dark. Anyways, so we're going to add a picture frame, and I like this little piece of tape. And add some more little embellishments in. Select, copy, paste again. Make sure the text wrap is set to none. Both stay on page and move with text should be selected to none. Most of the time, if you set one of those to none, both will change to none. But I've experienced that there are a few occasions when you set one of them to none and the other one won't be set to none, and it won't work properly. The image will kind of automatically reset itself to stay on the page if both aren't set to none under text wrap. And I'm just gonna add in some other little things. A lot of this is just digital collage. So once you have broken apart the pieces of the images that you would like to use, and once you understand how to manipulate them, you can just kind of stick them all together. This is good for hoarders, so that you don't have to use up all your scrapbooking embellishments. You can just buy a pad of paper, scan it into your computer, make all these things out of it, and never have to actually use the pad of paper. And add another flag in. Pages is great about, see those yellow lines popped up and told me that the flags were the same size. Guidelines will pop up and help you. See, there we go. I'm setting that with the center of the bottom. Everything's lining up fairly nicely. Now, despite the fact that I am using pages in this tutorial, Microsoft Publisher has most of the same functionality, though the nomenclature may be different. And you could probably achieve everything I'm doing here on Publisher. So making sure the text wrap is set to none, picture frame with this cute little piece of tape. Now the picture frame for the tape is set to always appear on the top of the image, but because a lot of my embellishments are actually scanned in sideways or upside down, such as the sparkle one, when I scan them in and rotate them, the tape ends up on the side or the bottom, which to me is just fine. That's why the two squares at the top have tape at the top, and then you can see the two at the bottom have it on the side. So that explains that. Now here I'm just going to be messing around with the layout, trying to figure out how these things are going to look best together, etc., etc. Now, these aren't lining up exactly how I'd like. Everyone likes flags. So let's use this picture to add just a little more embellishment to this page. We're going to use instant alpha again once we turn the image right side up. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Turn the image right side up. Use instant alpha to remove the white background, but keep the yellow, the like cream colored dots. So we're going to keep those. You can see them right there. Now if you have a problem where the image is in front of another image and you want it to be behind it, just click either backward or forward, or move it all the way to the back or all the way to the front. I'm just going to move this up here. Layer these a little bit. Let's add a little bit more complex embellishment to this page before we call it done. Using the lasso tool, select Now I'm just going to continue this design by adding and layering more of the same leaves. By flipping the image horizontally or vertically, you can get a more variation and just layer them on top of one another like foliage. Let's add in a bit of this green leaf to shake things up a bit. And now that I'm happy with the design, there are only two things left to do. Save it and export it as a PDF. I hope this tutorial helped you get started making your own printables. And if you have any additional questions or would like a tutorial focusing on something specific, feel free to drop me a comment or send me a message. Farewell.